Squeaky's on the windowsill, king of the throne. Charlie's got a feather toy, she's in her zone. Doobie's in the kitchen, knocking stuff down. 3 cats ruling this crazy little town.
Hello, everyone. Guess what? Oh, she must be picking on Squeaky. Guess what? Here's something that I decided. I put the coffee cup away. If I'm going to be serious about this, I put the coffee cup away. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take one of these, some of these, because my hands are sore. Every day I wake up, my hands are sore. So, I don't need that one. Do I? No. I need this one. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take one of these. And I have instant over there. But I don't need that one. I don't need anything else down in it. Yep, there's that one. And there's that one. That open? Is that the open one? No. Or did I open this one? Yes, I opened this one. Major Certivite Senior. Ooh. And and they're purple. I kind of like this angle because I can have my light on and you can see me. And I don't have a halo. I do have a hair that's sticking up all the time. But in this bottle, basically lemonade, but it's lime. I don't know. There's just something about lemon that's off to me. Maybe it's because they put it in a lot of cleaners. It could be. I just don't like it. I was standing there at the sink this morning, and I was thinking, do you know whoever wrote Goldilocks and the Three Bears? Goldilocks was a perfect example of autistic girl. This bed's too hard. This bed's not too soft. This bed's perfect. That spoon's too big. That one's too small. Somebody way back then understood autism. So I took that one. Okay, that's why it's over there. Oh. But that was a funny realization. Well, the reason I thought I'd start the morning out with lime water, and yes, there's sugar in it, because absolutely, citrus sometimes just needs some help. My dad drinks it without. He also waters down orange juice and drinks it. I think he does a really good job at that, because I think what he's doing is having a shot of vitamin C. These pills might hit me different than a cup of coffee. But, again, people use lozenges and gum to stop cigarettes. Why can't I use these? But citrus is supposed to have the same, and it's better for you, and it doesn't taste brown. That's the only thing I can think of with coffee, is coffee tastes brown. Like, It's almost as if, and maybe I am, but it's almost as if I am associating coffee with cigarettes, because that's what it tastes like. You're smoking a cigarette to me. Just all of a sudden. And I think maybe it's because I have been cutting down to 1 cup a day. And it's the summertime. My stomach's way different in the summertime. You know what? In the wintertime, I'm going to explore iced tea. Not iced tea, but tea. Probably wake up tea from, what is it? Celestial Teas. I want to say Celestial Seasonings, but I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that. I caught Mr. up on the counter, and I have never caught him doing this before. I caught him up on the counter trying to finish the can of food that was left over after feeding him this morning. He's not that hungry. I don't know what his problem is. He did, however, used to be used to getting the rest of what Puff had. So, you know who keeps stealing that? Guess. Doobie. You would imagine somebody with the name Doobie to have the munchies, wouldn't you? Oh my gosh, what a cackle. They said that people don't know the tone of their voice. A lot of times we're talking too quiet or too loud. My mom has told me before, I don't talk loud enough in my videos. And I'm like, Mom, I'm talking just fine. No, we can't hear you. And then my subscriber Learn, who's talked to me sometimes, I hope you're doing okay. I haven't heard from you for a while. I hope you're feeling good. Jokingly said, have your mom turn her hearing aids up. We hear you just fine. So, but mom's not the one with the hearing issues. My dad is. So, that's what I mean about we don't get peaceful mornings. Okay, I took them all. I need to put them back in the bag. Oh, Charlie. That little brat last night decided, I had to be on my chest, and Charlie decided she absolutely just had to have mommy. And I was like, well, Doobie's up here. So she cuddled up with Doobie and started licking her. So don't tell me she doesn't like her. I put you on that book, see if you got more of my face than the ceiling. I might just crop it when I'm, but then I gotta, make sure that if I'm standing up or walking that that doesn't get cropped. And it's gonna look weird if I did crop it. So, I'll crop. But I have all of my lights. Because yesterday, not last night, the night before, I didn't charge them. And it was all night, all day, all night, all day. So I figured, in a couple of them while they're off, are blinking like, yes, juice, please. So I have them on the charger in the house here getting electricity. I could set them out for sunlight. And the reason I'm not is because I do have electricity. But I certainly like having the option of they'll charge in the sunlight because power outages. And these things, and I showed you, they light up a room just like you have one of these lights on. And again, the feature I love, and it might drive some other people crazy, but the feature I really love about them, I walk in the room and they turn on like you flip a switch. I leave if I'm in the room, and I will have to research and see if there is a length of time I can leave them on, because it looks like on the remote there might be a length of time. But you just don't know. They just gave you that one little teeny tiny piece of paper and basically said, figure it out. Okay, well, Aunt T will figure it out. So I'll go get, do I have one in my immediate reach? Hey, I see that. I need a specific cord for that. That's okay. I have them in my various outlets plugged in, and I have the one in the bathroom plugged in, but it keeps turning on and off. I want to see if and it's an experiment, because I have 3 other ones charging I have one in the kitchen and one in the bathroom that's on. I have 2 other ones that are off and they're charging. So I want to see if they're on and working, if they'll charge, or if they're on and they're working and they'll just stay working if I keep them plugged in. However, I don't want to keep, if I don't have to, I don't want to keep that outlet on, because I don't have to have it on. Like, it was just on for a light, and I could go in and turn it off, and it's a nice charging station and that kind of stuff. But if I don't need it on, but I'm experimenting with them this morning. I know I'm going to probably continue to talk about him, but he used to call me the mad scientist. Man, you're the mad scientist in the kitchen, and you're always experimenting. And he would, however, throw in things like Abby Normal, thinking it was funny. And he did have his own mental issues too, so I'm not getting into that. I'm not going to tear him down or rip him apart, but he would throw in the word Abby Normal. And from Young Frankenstein, the guy with the eyes that popped out and the brain that he got and stuff. And he would be joking, but honestly, that's a cut down and it's a letdown. And it was a jab, intentional or not. It could possibly be hurtful. And you don't speak to the ones you love like that. You don't call them names like... One of the things he said a couple of weeks ago was, I dropped y'all. I think it would be if we had matching shirts that said I'm with stupid and you have the shirt that says stupid. I said, oh, so now I'm stupid. I just thought it would be funny. That's a jab. That wasn't a joke. That was a jab, disguised as a joke. So here I am recognizing the patterns of the abuse that were hidden under his sarcasm, which is justifying my mind that I did the right thing at the right time. Justifying in my mind that I did the right thing at the right time. Because never, ever in the 11 years we were together did he do that to me. except for a couple of weeks ago. He thought it was okay to call me stupid. No, it's not. You don't talk to people like that you love. To people you love like that. No, it's not okay. And it's not funny to the other person. That's hurtful. So watch how you talk to the ones you love. Hey, I could see myself in my glasses. Watch how you talk to the ones you love. Even if you're ADHD, or if you're ADHD, or if you're autistic, you have to think. You have to think. And some people are incapable of doing it, and that's part of the disability. But you have to think ahead of time, is this going to hurt? And I'm teaching myself that kind of thing because I have small children I'm around. And you can't just go around, oh, you're being stupid. Ha ha ha, there you're being stupid. You imagine saying that to a 5-year-old? Ha ha ha, you're being stupid. That's stupid. Really? Would you say that to your child? I mean, if you're an abusive parent, you might. Would you? Would you look at your most valuable person that came right out of you, or you, whether you're a man or a woman, and you help create that person, and just laugh at them and say you're stupid? No, you would not. And you would not do that even if you had the disorders I had mentioned before. Unless you were really, I don't know. But I'm living proof that you can sit there and you can curb that. No filter? No. That's an excuse for you to say whatever you want to and hurt people and say, oh, it's my disorder. No, it's not. You have a choice. You have a choice what comes out of your mouth. And I'm talking to myself too. Because like I said, I watch this back. And I'll be like, yeah, Tressa, you do have to keep thinking about what you're going to say and how you're going to say it to people. And it doesn't matter who it is. If it's your dad and you end up clashing, reevaluate what's coming out of your mouth. Hold yourself accountable. And you can do that. You can learn. Because if you can't learn, then you're a little higher up on the autistic scale than you think. And no, they're not dumb either. They just are, there's certain physicalities, or they can't talk, or things like that. They're not stupid. This is still working up here. And this is how I've been trying to survive the past few years after I broke off with my narcissistic sibling. Is I do have to reevaluate everything. I have to reevaluate what's coming out of my mouth. I have to reevaluate, how do I feel in this moment? Like I said the other day, I'm angry. No, I'm not angry. I'm hurt. No. What fits in this sentence to me is, I'm sad. And you absolutely can learn how to identify your feelings. You just have to make your brain stop and think. You have to make your brain stop and think. There is a lot more work to having a disorder like... I don't like calling it a disorder. It makes you sound like there's something wrong with you. No, man. There ain't nothing wrong with you. Every piece of art... Bina is a left-handed woman. I'm right-handed. She's picked up crochet. And I could tell her crochet stitches are from a lefty. But is it wrong? Is it wrong what she's doing, that piece of art? Think of yourself as a piece of art. Are you wrong? Is art wrong? There's no wrong way to do art. And my crochet stitches look different than hers, but it still functions. It still works. It's still beautiful. So what's wrong with it? Nothing. Nothing. We just do it differently than each other. Pam and I can take the same picture of this fan, but it'll look totally different from different angles, different points of view, different. This is what I saw and why I needed to take that picture. Is that piece of art wrong? It's a different point of view. And then you, as the piece of art, if you think there's something wrong, need to evaluate yourself, hold yourself accountable for what's going on that you think is wrong. Every human being, neurodivergent, neurotypical, any of those, has to do that too. You have to stop and think. And I've told you there's a train wreck going on in my head. And yes, I do get frustrated. And yes, I blow off at the mouth and say whatever the heck I want to. But then I think of the little ones in my life. And I think, would you say that to them? Or would you act like this around them? Would you teach them this habit? No. Then why do you have this habit? Why do you do it? Must have been a skeeter. If you do not like it, you can change it. Sometimes it just takes a little more work than if your brain were in the typical point of view. Some of us are abstract. That's all I can say. Some of us are abstract, and it takes a little while to understand it. There's your lecture for the day, guys. Oh, that is hurting my tummy. I'm going to get because okay, citrus is an acid. If you've heard of citric acid, that's what is in oranges and lemons and limes. And citric acid can be found in powder form, and you can make bath bombs with it. So if you hear the word citric acid, don't be afraid of it. You consume it a lot. And it's in a lot of preservatives. A long time ago, if you wanted to preserve, say, some apples in your refrigerator, you squirted some lemon in it. And it stayed fresh looking and crisp. It can be a preservative. Now, to me, that makes me sound like I'm already embalming myself, but I'm going to get me a glass of water. To heck with a glass of water. I already had this on the ready inside the fridge. So, to me, putting up the coffee cup is like putting up the pipe. And that's what I'm doing. I know what I was going to do. Let me go get one. This thing just wants to. Let me go get one of those remotes. I don't know how to interpret this because there are hours, but is that hours of functioning or is that, I don't know. What, Puff? Oh, baby. Come here. Is it hours of functioning? Do I want it to function for 8 hours and then turn off? Or I'm going to have to probably Google Lens it and figure it out later. Sun's coming up. Got cakes on the griddle. I don't. I don't. No, thank you. Bread and I are not friends. Bread and I are not friends. I don't. Again, if I'll eat bread, I'll eat it like in a biscuit form. If I've cooked a biscuit. And the reason I will do that is because sometimes my mouth says to me, you want a candy bar. I don't have a candy bar on hand at home. But a piece of bread is also a sugar source. I don't remember what it is. But a piece of bread is also a sugar source. So I'll have that, and it seems to satisfy that. What's the matter, bubbies? Mama's right here. Is it come here? Is it come here? Is it come, what? Come see me? Come here, bubbies. Come here. Dear Brat. Squeaky Pratt. Oh. So a piece of bread will satisfy that. So yeah, because I mean, when I've looked it up, if you crave sugar like that, you may be emotionally craving it, which it could be the case with me. But with me, I think the case is I'm craving energy. That's another reason I decided to start the morning out with a shot of citrus instead of a shot of, well, I did get a shot of caffeine, and I could feel that starting to work. Hi, handsome. What's a need? Hi, come here. You need me? You need love? Yes, it's a good boy. I got this wad of blanket I need to, that's what I'm doing. What? He's my boy. Oh. He was doing okay until I I unpaused the video. He's like, no. You need a drink? I just filled your water with filtered water over there, and I filled your food. You are not that hungry. You're just angry with me because you didn't get everybody else's leftovers. You're okay. That water tastes so good. It really does. It tastes good. It's a good, oh, what's that frickin' called? Alternative. It's a good flavor alternative. It really is. You are a brat. Squeaky Pratt. Come here. Come here. And I'm going back to that piece of art thing. Is it the Chinese? I'm not sure. But there is a culture of people, maybe a few cultures of people, that especially crochet or whatever piece of art you're doing. Do you know that artists always, well, not always, but artists will intentionally put a flaw in their art just to make sure it isn't 100% perfect? And that old rooster crowing. So that's a pretty interesting point of view on me calling us art, human beings, art, is an artist will put a flaw in on purpose. So it's not perfect. Oh, rooster. Oh, Squeaky, if you want to cuddle me, I'm not laying down right now. I'm sitting up. I still happen to be in the bed. or on the bed, on the edge of the bed, but I'm still here. And soon I will have to turn this fan on over here. I have the small one in the door blowing the colder air in, but it's supposed to be up in the 80s again today, and Auntie does not handle the heat very well. Being, as I've mentioned many times before, being menopausal. I just don't, it honestly, it really makes me nauseous, and my tummy just does not like me when it's hot. It makes the heat, maybe I'm allergic to it. The heat literally makes me feel like I'm allergic to it, basically. And again, I have grown up where it's usually cold. It's not usually this time of year, it's not usually this hot. But my dad always goes, "Go global warming." I'm like, okay, I can ride that wave, because that means we don't have as harsh of a winter. When I was growing up, and when Alana was growing up even, she's gonna be 29 in February, we had snowstorms, and the snow was up to my hips, and I'm 5, well, they're saying I'm 5'7" now, but I've always been 5'8.5". Again, I slunch over, and that was when you've been beaten down as bad as and this is good posture for me, but when you've been beaten down as bad as I have, you just tend to slouch into yourself. And there was a point in time when I was at school and I'd just walk around like this. So this muscle has been worked. So I have bad posture because of it. Dad always said, and times were different when I was a kid, stand up straight. Stand up straight. You're showing yourself to be the victim. Everybody's going to pick on you because you're not standing up straight. When you are internalizing absolutely everything that people are telling you that you are and you're not, you're going to slouch into yourself and try to hide and make yourself small. And guys, I found my pretty glasses, and then I promptly lost them again because I put them on that hook by my pillow, and I'll bet you I'm going to go look. I have to use my phone to find them. Ha ha, Squeaky, did I cover you? Bleh. Oh, so when you are constantly being told negative, 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 you're gonna try to make yourself small. Even if you're large, you're gonna try to make yourself small. Don't look at me, don't see me. I'm not here. Please don't point that negativity at me today. I can't handle it today. So yeah, I have bad posture now because of that. Isn't much else I can say about that. I mean, you can see it when I turn around, my back kind of humps. So yeah, okay, I probably lost some inches. But, okay, the snow used to be up to my hips at 5'8.5". And yes, I was very proud of that half. And now, maybe my calves, if you get a good storm. And it's warmer, and it's just different. It's a different winter than even when Alana was basically 30 years ago when she was little. Well, 25 years ago. So like I said, I can remember not caring that I'm standing there wearing somebody else's skin, rabbit skin, wearing a rabbit skin hat going, oh, this feels good. I'm warm. This feels good. Standing there waiting for the bus with her. Because I was not one of those moms, because the bus was kitty corner from the house, and the bus stop was, and I was not one of those moms that would stand there and say, "Go forth and learn something. I'll see you later." I stood at the bus stop with her, and I picked her up from the bus stop too. And like I said, it was kitty corner from the house, but I still did. I just felt that that's how it needed to be. I was not comfortable with her being alone. Some parents are comfortable with it, and that baffles my brain, because I'm like, those are tiny little kids and you're expecting them to take care of themselves. Some kids can handle that, and I need to realize that. So it's not judgmental. It might be mental, but it's not judgmental. It's, in my mind, I'm trying to make sense of, how does that work? I have bites on me. Is that one? It is. Gotcha. Yep, there you are. I need to spray my bed again. But they like my ankles and my feet. Probably because I move them around a lot when I'm sleeping. I do have nervous feet. They do like to move around. They'll at least go when I'm sleeping. My tummy just feels ick right now. Maybe I'm hungry. Sometimes when I'm hungry, and I'm almost always hungry when I'm taking a video for you guys. And I do not know why. And it might be some of the things that I'm mentioning. Like I mentioned, I got EM yesterday, and his autism and stuff. But it took me 4 hours to upload an hour-long video yesterday. And I might have to go into my settings and make sure that I'm not doing like this super high HD thing either. And I just spit while I was talking. Because like yesterday and the day before, I started out around noon, and around maybe 4 o'clock, I think, is when you got your video. And I don't know why. So it might be the settings in my phone, or it might be that they are seeing if they need to censor something that I said. And it isn't just me. It might be all creators. Because I'm going to say this too. We do not live in a democracy. They tell us it's a democracy and we have a choice. But we don't. We don't. And we were proved that when he invited that dude in there. I did not vote for him to be in there, but he was there. I did not ask him as a citizen to be in there and tell me what to do. But this is how it's going to be. So don't tell me we live in a democracy. Another thing is, my vote. Yeah, sure, I can tell you how I'm voting. That goes up to the higher ups, and they're like, oh, I like the suggestion, but I'm voting this way. So, do we really have a voice? No, they tell us we do. Just so it sugarcoats stuff. I don't know what we live in, but it's not what they're telling us. Getting warm, guys. That headache's oh, I wonder. Where's my tablet? It's not really charged though, because you see me on here during the day, during my videos and all the stuff that I Google all the time. I'm doing that constantly throughout the day. Grab my phone. What if? What is this? How do I do it? So I think the weather was calling for, oh, it's at 17. Okay. Oh, and she answered me, that poor girl. 6 hours. Okay, let's see. What is the weather? You tell me the weather. You tell me the weather. Oh, 10%. Okay, and the air quality is moderate. So, all right. I got distracted of the other news things. Oh. I don't want to lose my scissors on the floor. I will have to charge that. All right, I know this is kind of a short one, but I'm sitting here trying to dig things up to try and figure out what to say to y'all, and you don't want to sit here and watch me go, all day long. And I don't want to present that to you. And I realize when I'm watching myself back, hey, I found one of these and Puff likes them. I can't use them right now. Could I? Probably. I could be like Pebbles from the Flintstones. But I don't want to sit here and go, but all day long in your face. And you don't want that either. That's a waste of time. So I'm going to say, you have a good day. Thank you for listening. We'll see you later. Bye.